One of the largest marathons in the country is just 6 weeks away, and more than 30,000 runners will be in the Twin Cities to compete. We have Danny Docherty from Run Minnesota joining us this morning to share how runners are getting ready for the big race because it is prime time for training. Thanks for being here.
Thank you
nice
for having
to see
me.
you very much. We were just talking about my cramp fest in 2018 when my quad seized up on mile 18. And I'll bet, I finished, but I'll bet that there are some really key training tips that can get people past this thing. So where's your mindset right now with a couple weeks to go, and where should you be in your training, and sort of what tips do you have for folks?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you got 6 weeks to go, so you're working on the long run. You're working on your fueling plan, getting, sodium, working with carbohydrates, because, it's very difficult once you get past that 18, 20 mile mark for your body to keep going. So you have to keep adding fuel in order for the body to keep working.
Yeah, it's interesting. I remember on like 17.8 being like, that's it? I got 9 left, 8 left. Like, this is gonna be easy. Good for you. You trained, Chris. Way to go. And then like a 1/10 of a mile later, it was like, ow!
Exactly.
I was like, no!
Oh yeah. Well, that's part of it. I mean, you never know when the marathon's gonna hit you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it eventually does, and then you're like, wow, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
And then your body finds a way, if you have done the training, your body finds a way to kind of, hey, take it 1 mile at a time, and you eventually get yourself to the finish line.
Yeah.
So
I couldn't recommend running. I could not recommend running more to people in general, whether it's a mile, 3 miles, 5 miles, because what it does for your brain and your body. Sodium is a big deal. We talked about this. Obviously, people know they have to do long runs and they have to put so many miles in a week.
Yeah.
But I didn't know how much sodium I needed in my body, and why that matters is because you can cramp up on long runs.
Yeah.
How do you know? How do you gauge?
That's a good question. Well, you can actually go out and take a sweat test, so you can wear something on your arm and go for a run for about an hour, and then they can predict about how much sodium you lose per hour. And then, then you have that number, and then you can go in and say, okay, I need to take 250 milligrams an hour, or maybe you're a heavy sweater, you want to take more like 500 milligrams. So you can do the math and have some sense of like, what am I going to need to replace what you're losing? Because electrolytes is a huge part of just the muscles continuing to work, and if you're not replacing those, you're going to cramp up, and that's why people hit the wall,
as they say,
around 20 miles.
Oh, and it wouldn't happen to be the 4-mile incline hill at the end of the race. That wouldn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
What do you recommend people are doing right now then? Is it getting the nutrition right? Is it sleeping better? Is it stretching, hydrating? Like, what is the most important thing 5-6 weeks out?
Yeah, I think all of those things are important. I think, I said the long run is most important, but I think mentally, like visualizing yourself going through those struggles is a huge benefit. Like, if you can just spend 5 minutes a day, like thinking about how you're gonna feel at mile 5, 10, 15. So then when you get to race day, it's like you've already been there in your mind.
Do you recommend people actually try and run 26 or 27 miles in training?
Not so much in training. I usually recommend, depending on your level, 20 to 24.
Otherwise, it's too harsh on the body?
Yeah, otherwise the recovery just takes too long, and it's like you kind of sacrifice, training the next week,
right,
for that big long run. So I say 3.5 hours is probably a max for most people in training.
Yeah. Well, Danny, thank you so much for being here. It's one of the most beautiful runs in the country.
Totally.
Up and through the Twin Cities, up the Mississippi River, and over to St. Paul. It's stunning. And I hope for great weather this year.
Yeah, no, I think it's the most beautiful marathon in the country. So the course is amazing, the crowds are amazing, and the community that comes out to support. So
thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah,
appreciate
thank you, Chris.
it. Good luck this year. Are you running?
I'm running
or are you working?
10 mile.
Oh, you're doing 10 miles.
Yeah.
Makes
So
sense.
Should be fun.
Good deal. Thank you
shortcut.
very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.